From Dignity Health Sports Park, welcome to coverage of LA Galaxy 2 and the USL Championship. Today, Galaxy 2 hosts Las Vegas Lights FC. Hello again and welcome. Joe Tutino alongside Christian Miles. Happy to have you aboard for this one as Galaxy 2 look to stack wins together after coming off an impressive 3-2 away win at Portland. Las Vegas has been on a roll of late as well, netting 9 goals in their last 3 games, including a 3-1 win against Orange County. Now, Christian, of course, our star players as we take a look. First off, Rashawn Dowley here on loan, huh?
Yes, indeed, and a player that's made quite a splash coming over on loan from FC Cincinnati, and just behind him will be the likes of Junior Sandoval. The talented Honduran has really been playing well, has had a hand in 3, scored twice this season, and scored a beauty on Tuesday in that game against Orange County, as Las Vegas became the first team in USL Championship play to beat Orange County. Other side of things here, Carson Klein, a big story, a lot of changes, a lot of squad rotation with 4 games in 11 days. So Junior Gonzalez looking to Carson Klein to fill the void left, of course, without the likes of Augie Williams up top. It's a talented, deep lineup here for the Galaxy, but we're going to see 5 big changes, which we'll talk about a little bit later. And it'll be interesting to see how they fare against the Las Vegas team. As you mentioned, Joe, very much in form.
Yeah, Frank Yallop, the new head coach there in Las Vegas, he's got them going in the right direction. Now, Galaxy 2 going in the right direction as well because, hey, here they are now. They're 3 points out of that playoff spot in Group B.
Yeah, and it's all to play for right now in Vegas, a team at the bottom, but as we talked about, current form, they're not playing like a team at the bottom, and we've talked about the cliche that it applies. It's a 6-pointer between these two. The Galaxy finding themselves 3 points adrift of OCSC. So we'll see how it fares out. A big, big game as the glut of fixtures comes our way.
We are moments away. Galaxy 2 looking to stack another win on top of the midweek win at Portland. They're taking on Las Vegas Lights FC. And the first kick is coming up next.
This is LA.
Esto es LA.
Ciudad de Los Ángeles.
This is our city.
Esta es nuestra casa.
Since 1996.
Since 1996.
Esta es nuestra
This
familia.
is our family.
Familia.
Our club. Supporting each other.
Supporting our team. Champions. Here.
Ahora.
Siempre. LA.
I miss my Riot Squad family. I miss my Galaxy family. I miss the players. I miss the atmosphere. I miss everything about it, you know.
We used to look forward to going to a game. For us, it's been really difficult to try to get ourselves busy and try to do something else that was brought our family together, so it's been very hard.
I miss being around the drums, the cowbells, the guido, bringing the passion through music to the game.
The only thing we ask for is, as Angel City Brigade and the Galaxy fan base, always remember you're playing for the LA Galaxy.
The Los Angeles Galaxy isn't just a team; it's a second home. You know, it's a community that I love to be a part of.
You have the entire city of LA, the best fan base in all Major League Soccer.
Stay focused. Be healthy. Go Galaxy!
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
Good luck, Galaxy!
Back to Dignity Health Sports Park. The teams have taken the pitch. It's time to take a look at the first 11s. First off, for the visiting side, Las Vegas Lights FC. Christian.
Well, three big changes tonight for Frank Yallop. We'll see Seth Moses come in on the right side of defense in a 4-2-3 win setup. Javin Torre coming in for Ramon Del Campo, who's been absolutely fantastic as of late. Moby Fair will slot into a holding role in a double pivot alongside Grant Robinson. And Yamakani Chester coming back from injury. The Malawi international playing a wide role on the left-hand side. On the other side of things, heavy rotation tonight to this afternoon for Junior Gonzalez, Ontiveros for Cranes. Both come into defense. We'll see Jonathan Perez come in for Jorge Hernandez, and Gutierrez and Klein reintroduced to the attack. It's the first start for the youngster Klein, the son, of course, of the Galaxy president, Chris Klein, leading the line in his first ever USL Championship start.
Junior Gonzalez, the head coach of Galaxy 2, has the method to the madness here. There's much more organization in this club, and they've been taking care of business as of late, fighting their way back into playoff contention. Our referee is Ricardo Fierro, and we are underway with Las Vegas Lights FC on possession, defending the goal to our left and attacking from left to right.
A familiar team shape for the Galaxy despite the heavy rotation. Expected to be a 4-3-3, and Saldana will sit just in front of that back four. This is a Las Vegas team, though, that does like to high press, so we'll see things very much in a state of fluidity for not just the Galaxy, but also for the Lights.
Long ball into the Galaxy defense. This will come on to the goalkeeper, Romero. He'll collect it there. Now, we saw Klein in the game against Phoenix come on as a substitute. He started wide, then ended up top as the game progressed. At this point, with his size, he looks like a target. Right?
He gets around for a big fella, and it reminds me a lot of his dad in that regard, who was able to get up and down, playing a little bit wider role in midfield. But it's more to the ethos and philosophy of Junior Gonzalez of a total football approach. He wants his players to plug and play in different positions. He's not shy about rotating his defense, playing in the center, whether it be a right fullback, and also pushing them into midfield, such is the case with Ontiveros, Cuevas. We've seen it with the injured Bawa in the past.
Well, the more you can do, the better you are. So getting that rotation, getting that experience at a number of different positions, and understanding the responsibilities of your teammates at other positions makes you better, in my opinion. Vera trying to close this one down. Will he win possession? He does on the right side. He's got Perez, decides to go back defensively. Now Perez, back into center. Knocked along the near side. Cuevas able to play this one forward. This looks good for Galaxy 2. On the wrong side of Klein was that pass, and it'll come back the other way. Vasquez can't win this battle as it comes back in the midfield. Pushing forward is Dally, as we mentioned at the top of the broadcast, on loan from FC Cincinnati.
Yeah, a player that's really on form right now. Started the last 7 games with the injury to Sekou Kane.
This is dangerous with a one-time shot. De La Fuente sending it across. The shot from the top of the area from Chester, out of play, and a goal kick.
Not the best of touches there from Yamakani Chester. A little bit of rust, perhaps, recently coming back from injury and taking up a spot on the right-hand side of this Las Vegas Lights approach. They like an approach predicated on width. They don't have a natural number 9 without Kane. They don't have a natural number 10 as well, so they like to get the ball out and wide. It's an approach you would expect from Frank Yallop that has a big English flavor to it.
Here's Las Vegas on possession in the middle of the park. They'll get some numbers forward now as it comes on over. Moses able to play it near side. Fear back into center to Moses. He'll play it back. Robinson, and cleared away. Vera now for Galaxy 2. Perez does well to get away from his defender, being chased down. Still needs to get this ball away soon. He maybe fouled. He is. And a free kick.
Great run from little Jonathan Perez, the 17-year-old. That's why he's a part of the Mexico under-18 setup here. A little burst of space, breaks those lines. A little hand there from Robinson, and just enough for the referee to call it. And it's really put the Galaxy into a positive, advantageous position here on the dead ball.
Yeah, very confident players, Johnny Perez. This is right down the middle of the park. Call it 24 yards, just shy of 25 yards from goal.
We saw this last time out when you and I did the game against Orange County SC. Cuevas struck it a beauty off a dead ball, but it was a little bit farther, closer to the near side. This more central. And he certainly has a cultured right foot. We'll see what they draw up here.
Referee gives the go-ahead. Cuevas thinking about this one. He'll step into it over the bar, and he scored! Great shot by Cuevas as he sent it over the wall and under the bar and into the back of the net. It is 1-0 in favor of Galaxy 2 inside 5 minutes of play.
Sweet 17, and you just don't strike it any better than this, and it's almost a carbon copy of what we saw in the last home game against Orange County. Gets it up and over, picks out that top corner, beating the keeper. Had plenty of power. He just puts his entire laces through it. And Mauricio Cuevas continues to illuminate. Whether it's playing on the right or the left, he is deadly from dead balls.
That is a great goal. I don't care at what level.
Kind of a similar pattern from what we've seen lately with Las Vegas. They've been very slow out of the gates. A team that, you know, found themselves down after 11 minutes on Tuesday. And then on Saturday, in that 3-3 draw against a very impressive Phoenix team, also found themselves down after 11 minutes. So they've got to fight to come back. They'll need to scratch something out and really dig deep.
Yeah, early moments here. A lot to play for still.
End it.
This will find its way to the touchline and a throw-in. Fear. Another throw.
Fair actually playing a right-handed side in defense that will push Moses into that double pivot with Robinson for Las Vegas.
Good battle. It'll come out. No, the foul will be called against the Galaxy. Alvarado will get the foul called against here. Quickly the restart. Coming back the near side. Chester. Ahead it goes to Fear. The one-time cross down low. Easily for Vasquez. Cleared away. 1-0 in favor of Galaxy 2. Christian, go ahead.
Yeah, indeed, a great start for them. But, you know, you mentioned Alejandro Alvarado. I like the understanding between he and Saldana, as Saldana will sit and kind of play that more of a shield role, giving more creative license for Alejandro Alvarado Jr. to really knit the midfield to the attack, provide a little bit more thrust from a central midfield area.
Good turnover here. Nice start here for Galaxy 2. Perez. Able to turn his defender around. What a turn that was. Tries the cross. It's blocked and out of play. They'll get the corner kick out of it. Nice
Slithering, mazy little run here, and sweet feet from Jonathan Perez. He plays a little bit beyond his young 17 years. Coming off that goal at Portland, the first of his USL Championship career. That's why he's been signed to a first-team contract here with Los Dos.
Play is stopped. Inside the 7th minute. The players will come to the center circle.
Well, Joe, indeed, some sort of protest in which these players are united. All lining up on the center circle here.
And a moment of silence. we will resume play here as the players conduct a respectful moment of silence. Corner kick here for Galaxy 2, leading 1-0.
I've seen a lot of protests, Joe, of social inequality and racial unrest, and the players at the MLS level united in that cause, in that fight, and we're seeing it here in USL Championship as well, and players united together in that regard.
Here's Perez, sends into the area, pulled out of the air by the goalkeeper Delgado. Quickly tries to outlet into midfield. Cuevas, the goal scorer for Galaxy 2. He'll knock it back to his goalkeeper. Romero out the right side. And too much.
Interesting look at this Galaxy defense. We're seeing Marcus Ferkranis come in for the first time since the first game way back in March before the pandemic. It'll be interesting to see how he forms that partnership with Vasquez. He's been playing both as right center back and left center back, depending on his partner, whether it be Ontiveros or Isaac Bawa.
Hold it, Klein, hold it. Hey.
Klein brought down at midfield, no foul there, says our referee, Mr. Fierro. Out the near side it'll come. Fear. Chester back to Fear as they try to work that right wing again. Good work here for the Galaxy 2 defensively. Cuevas again on possession. Can they break out? Klein with a one-time ball near side, getting the return service up the wing intended for Perez. It'll go out of play for a throw-in. Torre defending there.
Former UCLA man, one of those three changes from that team that managed to defeat Orange County SC back on Tuesday night. That at Cashman Field. I'm sure they're happy to be out here as well because a recent heat wave hitting Las Vegas. I believe at the time of kickoff on Tuesday night, it was about 108 degrees. 55th consecutive day, Joe. The temperatures in Vegas at that time had been above 100, so a little bit of a respite here on a beautiful Sunday afternoon.
But I'm not sure how many days it's under 100 in Las Vegas during this time of year.
Well, battle tested.
No different than Phoenix, I think. Saldana. He'll find Vasquez all the way back to his goalkeeper, Romero. Saldana calling for this. He's wide open down the middle of the park. Acres of space. He decides to send it long instead. Gutierrez will run this one down. Fear defending. Long ball into the penalty area, cleared out. Good idea. Cuevas unfortunately missed on that. Chester will come out with possession. Nice job by Cuevas though, rebounding from the miss. Dally will be playing left side.
You will see that from Rashawn Dally. Likes to drift a little deeper and into the wide areas. Extremely dangerous as he's really rediscovered some confidence in the last few weeks.
Here's Fear. Cleared away by Alvarado. Nice job there. And the steal. Not tight, not sharp enough, I should say. Las Vegas going forward. This will be a foul against Klein.
Carson a little too handsy. No question about it. Didn't leave the referee with much of an option here. Just bringing down the likes of Johnny Fennick. Done well, though, keeping Romero from being tested too much.
Play stopped again here by our referee. Drop ball. Okay. Cuevas. We'll come back and see if this match can find a rhythm now, Christian.
It's been more stop-start than anything. Kind of belies the way these two like to set up. It's been fluid. Las Vegas enjoyed large spells of possession against an Orange County SC team that really like to sit in and hit on the counterattack, but that's kind of their modus operandi. A little bit of a different type of animal tonight against the Los Dos team that like to put their foot on the ball, work it around the park when possible.
Here's Vera now. On the wing. His cross in towards the top of the six, cleared away. Nice build out here for Las Vegas. If it can take advantage, it'll come ahead for De La Fuente. He'll take into the area. The shot towards goal, off the bar and out. Chester scores. And we're tied at a goal apiece.
Brilliant run from Chester. Slick build-up play from the Las Vegas Lights. And putting themselves in prime position as the Malawi international grabs his first goal of 2020. And timely fashion in the equalizer. It slickly worked on that left, and a powerful hit that time off the post. No one picking up Chester on the run as both defenders had closed down. It was direct and it bared fruit. And that is patented Las Vegas Lights football under the regime change here as Frank Yallop has come in. They've got belief and they strike at a moment's notice, and we've got ourselves a whole new ball game.
Inside 15 minutes of play, we are 1-1. And we'll do it again here. They'll go to the right side, Galaxy 2. Go back defensively, and they'll build again. Ontiveros able to knock it back for Kranis. Squaring over. Vasquez. Saldana and for Kranis.
Missouri Galaxy have had problems at times breaking down these rigid, organized teams, a 4-5-1, if you will, with Sandoval tucking in behind Rashawn Dally. Galaxy have to move it around a little bit quicker if they want to solve this puzzle, solve that pressure, and unlock that defense. Carson Klein needing more touches to get involved. But it has been a very good start here for Las Vegas ever since that free kick goal from Cuevas, which is kind of the big blemish and the asterisk on this one after a quarter of an hour.
Fennec able to play this one long. Galaxy do have numbers back. This will find the touchline. It'll be a throw-in. Too much there for Murrell to get to.
He'll make those
Murrell,
runs.
I should say.
And Murrell will make those runs all day long. Likes to get involved in the attack. It's got a really good delivery.
It's the confidence. You got to build the confidence. You lost it after you scored the goal. Las Vegas has found traction. Now they've scored their goal. They feel pretty good about things.
Let's be honest, they're bossing this game right now, Joe. Passing it around at will. Credit to the Galaxy, though. They've made themselves tough to play against.
Offside here. Hey, Galaxy fans can now place a deposit for 2021 season ticket memberships, ensuring first access to Dignity Health Sports Park's best seating locations at the best rates for the 2021 MLS regular season. Visit lagalaxy.com/since96 to learn more. Saldana.
Now, word on that protest. Play stopped for 1 minute and 46 seconds. 7th minute, of course, the number of times that Jacob Blake was shot in Kenosha, Wisconsin. And, of course, the 46-second mark for how long George Floyd suffered under the knee of the policeman Derek Chauvin, allegedly. And an 8:46 duration.
This will be a throw-in now for Murrell and Las Vegas Lights FC.
Go, Omar, follow.
Romero. Here's Gutierrez. It'll come back to Cuevas and all the way back to the goalkeeper. See if they can find their rhythm again.
Higher line right now from Las Vegas Lights, and it's kind of cut out that long diagonal and that possibility for the Galaxy who like to spring Gutierrez on this left-hand side. He's been virtually a non-factor.
You're going to have to find Johnny Perez down the middle of the park then, in my opinion, and then branch off of him.
Interesting to see the decision here, Jonathan Perez. It's a nice natural fit. He's got the feet, the technical ability, replacing the likes of Jorge Hernandez just in the center behind Carson Klein. Saw a glimpse of it earlier on that nice run, but not enough.
Here's Gutierrez. Try to find Klein, and that ball off the mark, well off the mark. Seth Moses.
It's a tough ask for a young kid. Carson Klein, 18-year-old, leading the line by himself, playing as that lone striker. No one to run off of him and grab those second balls and play 1-2s with. And he's got the frame for it and has really good hold-up play as well.
Sandoval able to knock this left side. Murrell taken off the ball and cleared out of play. This will be a throw-in. Good work defensively there by Omar Ontiveros.
Where has Ontiveros not played this year, Joe, is the question. We've seen him in central midfield, in the heart of defense on several occasions, now coming in at right back for Sebastian Hernandez.
No one's in, no one's in, no one's in.
Another turnover here. This is difficult for Galaxy 2. Moses over to Fear, lining this one up, and over the bar and out of play. Goal kick.
Head in his hands right after he hit it, and he knew he misstruck it immediately as it was released from his boot. He's got to do better there. He had time to take the touch and set it up.
Right.
Just couldn't quite get his knee over it, and that one ballooning well high of Romero's goal. And despite the equalizer, really not a lot for Abraham Romero to do. Likewise, and go for Lalo Delgado.
I would say the critique for both teams is I think Galaxy 2 needs to move the ball a little quicker, speed of play, whereas maybe Las Vegas needs to be a little more patient in the offensive third.
That's made much more difficult by the way Las Vegas are compressing this field. Not a lot of space to play in here. Trying to shorten things up and make the Galaxy work for it.
For Kranis, he'll switch on over. Gutierrez. All the way back comes to the stripe, Cuevas. And again, restart. Vasquez this time. Switching to the right side. Vera battling there along that touch line. It'll go out of play. Touched last by the Galaxy. And a throw-in. 1-1 right now inside the 22nd minute of play. Good battle there for Kranis. Having to pass it back here, and Moses able to play this one forward. Fear. He's got Chester, who scored the goal for Vegas. Galaxy 2 doing a good job of closing things down in the middle for now. Offside is Fear. Fear has to do a better job of that, especially being wide. He knows where that offside line is.
Alfair, born in America, raised in Tokyo. Former under 20 in the youth setup. Well-traveled young man as well. Played some time in, of course, in the J-League in Japan, but also spending some time in the Vietnamese top flight.
Oh.
And kind of more of that versatility. Guy can play in midfield as well, coming in at right back today as they look to rotate as well on that heavy schedule.
Turnover leads to the counterattack. Good opportunity here for Las Vegas. Romero with the save. Chester will run this one down on the near side. All the way back in the midfield it goes. Fair. It's away from one defender. Moses will knock this out the left side now. A little possession game going on here for Las Vegas. Murrell on the left wing. De La Fuente. Moses back into center. Robinson. Sandoval. Again De La Fuente. Sandoval now weaving towards the right side. Chester was on there. Able to play it back out. Fair.
Work it around very well. Galaxy, to their credit, keeping their shape. Do get opened up a few times with that pace coming through midfield for Vegas. We've seen it from Sandoval, the burst from De La Fuente as well.
So it'll be a throw in here for Galaxy 2. I think dealing with the press puts you in a situation where you have to play in tight quarters. And that's how you have to break the press and finally break the lines. And the long ball, trying to switch the point of the attack, the defenders are already in good position to win the ball back.
And they're trying to play that long diagonal just to push that line back a little bit farther and perhaps have some space open up underneath. If they're going to break it down with that quick, short passing, as you mentioned, Joe, it's got to be quicker, it's got to be more slick, and it's got to be a little bit more precise, in all honesty.
Well, part of that is also running off the ball. You create the angles and create the space beyond the defenders. If you're flat, then it's easy to defend again.
Let's not forget, there's a lot of chopping and changing right now. 5 fresh faces here. Some players that haven't seen a lot of time this season, like Ferkranis, like Carson Klein, coming into the setup, needing to get themselves familiarized and acclimated. Understanding just doesn't come about instantly. It's built over time and through games and long durations on the match, in the match rather.
Good build up again here for Las Vegas. Murrell on the far side gets that cross away. That ball did go over the line and out of play, though. Goal kick.
There's that attacking run, though, we were talking about earlier. The Canadian Murrell making those overlaps down the left-hand side. Sure, it's not blinding pace, but enough to push the right back a little bit farther, and Ontiveros having to deal with it. Murrell showing off a little bit of guile to his individual game, able to squeeze off that ball and pull it back. Just no one making that late run from midfield where you'd expect something perhaps from Brian De La Fuente, maybe a Junior Sandoval, even Chester to come in.
Now for Kranis for Galaxy 2. So come ahead, Perez. Good work here from Perez onto the right side, being closed down. He's brought down. That's a foul, and it could be a yellow card. And it is.
Yeah, I really think this kid is something special in the open field, in transition, facing up and running at defenders. He's got nimble feet, tidy in possession. Slips past. Fenech does really well, and then Robinson forced to dive in. As a defender, you're taught never to leave your feet. And Perez knew that, eluded those challenges exceptionally well. Future is bright for this young man.
He'll take the restart this time around. Tied at a goal apiece. So go first post, comes back out. Kept alive, though, for Galaxy 2. Gutierrez knocks it back in. For Kranis, can't get on the end of it. This will be a foul against him. As players collide.
I think he just led with that right forearm on Javin Torrey.
Looks like Torrey's okay. I believe our referee immediately called for the trainer.
As for Kranis, really nothing at fault there, as Torrey just threw himself into the back of Ferkranis. How about the delivery, though, from Ivan Gutierrez? Yep. He was very impressive against Orange County, having a lot of time and space down this left-hand side.
That's called a little differently these days when the players go up. It's usually the player that ends up on his back is the one that's getting a call in his favor today. In the old days, that was not quite the same thing.
Hey, if you can make sense of refereeing at any level in the current age of football, you're a better man than I, because one guy sees it one way, one sees it differently, and you throw VAR into the mix, and that even changes things even considerably more.
So come all the way back to Romero. Here's for Kranis. The communication is not quite there. They're not on the same page trying to find Klein. When he's checking back, they're trying to send him long. Now, if he's bracketed by 2 defenders, sending him long is the wrong thing to do.
That's when you want to work it around wide and get that width, whether it be...
Or play into his feet and then run off of him.
It's tough, though, because he's being occupied by 2 defenders, and even though he does have that big, strong frame, that's a big ask for any striker playing in that role. And the luxury of the likes of those central defenders in Fenech and Torrey able to converge. But it's a Galaxy team here. You look at it, it's a little disjointed right now. Very disjointed, to be honest.
Here's Chester now. Back out it goes, Fear. Cross to the backside of the 6, a little long. Be collected by Vera. Cleared back into midfield by Ontiveros. Now, Klein gets possession, knocks it back, now moves forward into the offensive end. That's the way to use the target, in my opinion.
Good hold-up play from Klein as well. So far away from goal, bringing others into it. The Galaxy just have to be crisper, keep possession, and put that defense on its back heels. Something they really haven't done today.
Ball went out of play over the far side touch. This will be a throw-in. Hey, Galaxy has launched the Together at Home collection, which features the limited edition clothing collection release, celebrating the Galaxy's 25th season with original designs to embrace the team's legacy and modern iconography. All items can be found at LAGalaxy.com. Get yours today.
Well,
hydration break, yes,
yeah,
in stereo.
Yes, hydration, half an hour, a beautiful day. The Galaxy, a bit of a sputtering start here. I'm sure that's the main topic that Junior Gonzalez will be addressing. It has not been fluid. Las Vegas, I believe, have had the better of the play here, despite the scoreline being level on terms. They've worked it around, but one of the bright spots for LA and Los Dos is they have been difficult to break down at times. When Las Vegas has looked most dangerous, it's when breaking in transition and using the thrust behind Sandoval or Chester here in those wide rolls, and breaking just those midfield lines between midfield and defense. But it's been disciplined, and it's been a little cagey, to be honest, here in the first half an hour.
Yeah, they have to find their rhythm, get back into their shape once again, and I think that's what Junior Gonzalez is working on with that whiteboard there.
And for me, Joe, it's up to Los Dos to make this game more uncomfortable for Las Vegas, because they are passing it around. They look confident. They're not pressured. Time to take a touch and able to familiarize themselves in possession much too long. I think a little higher press may be something that Junior Gonzalez will be taking under consideration right now. And this is a team that can press and make things difficult when they come up, close down, win those balls up in higher advanced position, and in turn putting opposing defenders under pressure.
Yeah, Las Vegas seems to be very happy to bypass the midfield anyway when they win the ball. They don't not mess around too much in that middle third. They're getting it up the wings, and they're getting it forward in a hurry. So from Galaxy 2 standpoint, they have to, once that space is committed, they need to take advantage of it.
And so far they just have it. 5 big changes today from Junior Gonzalez, from the team that won in Portland on Wednesday. One of the youngsters getting a go. We saw it, and we've said it throughout this season in our broadcast. So many teenagers. We saw 6 teenagers take the pitch on Wednesday up in Portland. Tonight you throw in Cuevas, as well as that tandem in the center of Saldana and Alvarado, along with Perez, and then Carson Klein, the 18-year-old. Another 6 in the first 11 tonight, this afternoon rather.
Good experience, certainly, and you have to get it somewhere, right? And take it on teams that will challenge you is certainly...
They got the edge and experience.
Yeah.
You and I were talking coming into this. This is where I think the way it's set up in USL Championship play, when a team like Los Dos, which is really predicating their approach on youth development, they go against a Las Vegas team. They want results. They've got the experience. They've got the players that had been around and had much more time under them belt at the professional level, and that can only benefit Los Dos and these youngsters. You only get better by playing against players that are better than you.
Las Vegas now taking it easy in their own end. Some of the direction here given from Frank Yallop, certainly. Here's Fair. He'll turn it on over. This is where the Galaxy 2 can start breaking forward.
Especially when De La Fuente had moved up alongside Rashawn Daly, leaving a big hole on the left-hand side for Las Vegas Lights.
Romero.
And it seems to be a positional swap by now, as Rashawn Daly now has come out of this hydration break, taking up a role on this left-hand side of midfield. A straight-up 4-4-2, it looks like, for Frank Yallop. That's what we saw in all those years with the San Jose Earthquakes and during his time with the Galaxy earlier in his coaching career.
Two-time MLS Cup winner.
Yeah, it's a no-nonsense approach, isn't it?
Yeah, hey, listen. You make it nice and simple sometimes.
It's a simple game, they say. To that I say, much easier said than done.
Only complicated by the geniuses. Vasquez. For Kranis. This game will build again into a rhythm. Vera. Bad turnover here. Chester will push this forward. He's got a 3-on-3 break if he hurries. He'll find Delgado, or De La Fuente, I should say, who is able to get the cross into the area. Second ball for Kranis is going to have to clear this one out, and does. Vera will turn the corner and drag down. That is a foul and a free kick. Good foul, smart foul there. Free kick for Galaxy.
And well played by Vera. Felt the contact from Morel, but Vasquez just has to be better in that. Gives it away, passes it straight to the feet of Yamikani Chester, who turns around, bares his fangs, and goes straight down the throat. Vasquez comes to challenge, and Chester gets in behind, and it opens up wide on this right-hand side for De La Fuente, whose cross is a little bit overhit. Galaxy just having to keep their shape a little bit better, and it's kind of that common theme. Be a little bit more responsible in possession.
Here's Alvarado. He'll try to switch it onto the right side, looking for Vera, cleared away by Morel. This will be a throw-in for Galaxy.
It's been better though, Joe. I think since they've come out of the hydration break, and they're playing a little bit quicker. They're making an effort to play quicker. Sure, it's not coming off as they envisioned. Definitely a sign of improvement here. Now just trying to tighten things up.
Vasquez. And with the 4-4-2, what happens when Saldana tries to drop into the hole, he's marked, right? So they have to go back out wide and put the ball on the center backs, which normally you don't like to do.
I may smell a little blood in
and
the water.
And there's the turnover.
And I smell a little blood in the water in that regard.
For Kranis did well to slide on over to help out. Saldana this time. Ontiveros. Again, Saldana closed quickly. And they'll have to restart once again. Cuevas now in some trouble, but he'll shake De La Fuente this time and play it onto the right. A little long for Vera and out of play.
Higher pressure paying off. Large spells of possession for Las Vegas, making life difficult. And Los Dos having problems distributing out of the back.
They'll get the foul here and a free kick.
It's very nice to see Saldana get more of a foot and heavier influence in this game and establish more of a rapport understanding with Alvarado Jr.
Saldana taking off the ball there in a foul. Seth Moses.
Moses came in strong right here. Left that leg out. No doubt about it. Even if he does claim the ball, that he did win ball, and just left that leg dangling.
I like the work there by Saldana. You have to at some point break the line and get forward.
It's been too many sideways balls, too many negative balls from Saldana, but he's under so much pressure because of that press from Las Vegas that distributing out of the back for him has been exceptionally difficult when he's got 1, 2, 3 defenders in front of him. That's one thing Las Vegas do very well. They defend from the front.
Cuevas tries to find Vasquez, who did well to knock it down in front. It's cleared out of play over the near side touch. Throwing. Galaxy had the forward line a little bit late to respond to that ball.
He's been useful in the air this year, Vasquez. They've got some targets. Ontiveros among them. Bringing the likes for Kranis as well.
Cuevas to take the throw in. Trying to find Klein here. Another throw. So if Alvarado was open originally and you sent him off, and then you try to have Klein come for it with 2 defenders on him. Saldana. Here's Ontiveros onto the right side. Vera. Vera will get another chance at this. Saldana. Moses. Foul called against the Galaxy there. Free kick.
A bit lucky as Morel found himself out of position, and Moses has just been everywhere this afternoon for Las Vegas Lights. Nice to bring in a player of his quality, getting just his 4th start of the campaign. Seth Moses, after coming over from Fresno FC. He's the all-action man in the center of the park, winning balls, harassing defenders, covering for fullbacks when they're out of position.
Does a good job. You know, he's free to get into the attack, not too far into the attack, but he patrols that center circle for the sake of argument.
Came in today for Jose Carrero, who's a little bit more attack-minded.
Here's Gutierrez now. Defenders all around, needs a little help, does well to keep possession. So come over to Saldana, he's run over, and that's a foul, free kick.
Yeah, Gutierrez has to be better. He's got to be quicker there. Too many touches, dwelling, allowing defenders to converge. They hunt in packs, Las Vegas. You can't take that much time against a team applying that high degree of pressure.
Vera now sends into the area, cleared away on the early ball. Chester will come out with this one. Inside the 41st minute. Robinson able to play left side. Murrell ahead. This one will go to Daly. A little surprised that Daly hasn't had much of an imprint on this match so far.
Credit Ontiveros. He's closed him out since Daly's dropped into that left-sided role of midfield. Had a lot of joy on Tuesday against Orange County in that regard. Able to face up and run at defenders with pace.
Good ball across, though. Daly could not get on the end of it. Took a little nudge there right at the end from Furkranis as the ball went on through.
Right on cue.
Yeah.
Daly running into space, getting goal side of Furkranis, who living quite dangerously at the back. I tell you what, though, Rashawn Daly is a handful for any USL defender.
Cuevas making the long run now. Fair trying to close him down. Cuevas sending it through for Perez and deflected away. Robinson. De La Fuente. Furkranis tried to get to it. De La Fuente did well. Looking for Daly off of Vasquez, and it'll come back out. Alvarado this time.
Time for training. Man coming behind.
Furkranis. Vasquez. 43rd minute. Gutierrez checking all the way back here. And here comes Alvarado. Vera.
Experienced defending right there in a 1v1 situation from Morel. We've seen Daly now go back up top as De La Fuente has dropped over to the left-hand side.
Fair. Here's Moses. All that space for him. Played it across for Robinson. That was a bad ball when the Galaxy have an opportunity here if they hurry.
Just a brilliant challenge, though, from Robinson to put out that counterattack. Was developing into what was probably going to be the best move of the afternoon for Los Dos.
Here's De La Fuente. He's got Chester on his right. Daly at the top of the area. He'll find him. Lays it off to Moses. Good opportunity on goal over the bar and out of play from Sandoval.
Yeah,
inside 30 yards.
Yeah, for all this joy you've seen from Las Vegas in midfield, where they've really enjoyed much of the possession in the middle third, they've lacked conviction in the final third. You expect Sandoval's got to put that on target. Time to take a touch, set it up on his preferred right foot, and blast it high. And we've seen it time again, but you know, when you're playing 4 games in 11 days, perhaps to be forgiven a little bit for being less than 100% sharp. If they can put that final ball and just have a little bit more spit and polish in the penalty area in that final third.
Here comes Chester now. Corner of the box. Nice job by Vasquez, stands him up. This is an opportunity now for Galaxy 2 to quickly move ahead, and that means passing the ball quickly. Perez. He'll find Vera. Las Vegas able to get numbers back.
It's a team that defends really well on the counter, don't they?
Ontiveros with the early cross into the hands of the goalkeeper.
And the Galaxy have not had a sniff on a counterattack this entire first half.
Here comes Chester now. He's got Fair to his right. Cuevas did well to get in front there. Comes back out to Moses. Squares in for Sandoval. Back out it goes. Robinson on the left side. He'll find Murrell. See how many added minutes we'll have here. 4. Robinson again dispossessing and playing on the near side. Fair once again. Chester tried to flick it on to goal and got a little bunch of it.
Yeah, it was coming in at a high trajectory and had a lot of heat behind it. Couldn't adjust his body shape in time to get over it and test Abraham Romero. Not a bad idea. It's something that's striking me right now. It's something that we saw uttered by LA Galaxy head coach Guillermo Barros Escaloto during the long layoff between the MLS's back tournament and last weekend's win against Los Angeles FC. We need to be better in one-on-one individual situations. We've got to win our battles. I think the same thing applies here right now. We're seeing these 50-50 balls. Las Vegas, to their credit, showing a little bit more commitment to the cause, but more strength on the ball, difficult to dispossess. I think that's kind of been the difference so far.
Here's Sandoval now. Right down the middle of the park. Chester on the wrong side of him, but he'll run it down and was in an offside position. And possession back to LA Galaxy 2.
But it's to be positive, Joe. It's 1-1. You haven't played your best football. You've had 5 changes in your first 11, coming back from a Wednesday road trip up to the Pacific Northwest. I mean, this is, you know, the blood and guts of USL Championship soccer, and where it really gets put to the test. So you're not going to be at your best, but you're very much into this game, and it fits the bill, the character of this team. We've said it time and time again throughout this campaign, even before the pandemic. This team has grit, and they've got the resolve.
Nice job by Vasquez getting this ball back. Saldana here, a player down for Las Vegas, will continue. Ontiveros getting forward. He's got Vera on the right side. Murrell defending. Vera sent it into the area. Feared sends it out of play. That glancing header, it'll be a corner kick right in front of halftime. An opportunity here for Galaxy 2 to get on the board. Sandoval seems to be okay as he got up at midfield, and he's getting back into the play.
And just limps off. That's a mistake from Moby Fair, who knows better than that. Kind of just lost flight of the ball, heading it clear. Sensible decision in the end. Just a little bit of uncertainty now, and it's opened this door. And what a coup this could be just before halftime. They've been dangerous on dead balls.
The referee stops for a moment.
Fercranis in there along with Carson Klein, Vasquez. Plenty of suitable targets, big bodies. And once again, this is not the first time we've seen this. Fercranis getting into it with Fennick.
All right, Cuevas. No pushing and shoving going on in the area. Played towards the center and cleared away. Back into midfield it'll go. This will be easy for Romero to collect. He's got Gutierrez on the near side. He elects to go square instead. This one looking for Vasquez. Still alive here for the moment. Cuevas skip away and cleared out of play, and this will be another throw-in. No, our referee points to midfield, and that is the end of 45 minutes of play. So Christian, as you said moments ago, on the positive end, 1-1 at halftime, plenty of talent, normal starters ready to go for the second half to help this club.
It's this point of this season when you play your fourth game in 11 days and plenty of games in front of you, basically a game every 3 days where your depth will be tested. We will see some of that, I'm sure, coming up in the second half. Galaxy with plenty to work on. Las Vegas will have had the better of it, and I think they will go into halftime the happier of these two teams.
I think and to them, I think they're saying we're a little disappointed that it's 1-1 because they've had chances.
Well, they've had half chances here, to be honest, and they haven't been their sharpest inside the box, and that's kind of been the defining factor. To their credit, the Galaxy haven't had any chances.
Right.
Nothing clear-cut. They've served some balls up, tried to hit the diagonal. That high line has compressed the field, but the Galaxy haven't been good enough in their passing game to open things up, and they haven't been able to find a way to get Jonathan Perez consistently involved to find that link between himself and Carson Klein.
1-1 at the break. Halftime is next.
This is LA.
Esto es LA.
Ciudad de Los Ángeles.
This is our city.
Esta es nuestra casa.
Since 1996.
Since 1996.
Esta es nuestra
This
familia.
is our family.
Familia.
Our club.
Supporting each other.
Supporting our team. Champions. Here.
Ahora.
Siempre. LA.
I miss my Riot Squad family. I miss my Galaxy family. I miss the players. I miss the atmosphere. I miss everything about it, you know.
We used to look forward to going to game. For us, it's been really difficult to try to get ourselves busy and try to do something else that was brought our family together, so it's been very hard.
I miss being around the drums, the cowbells, the guido, bringing the passion through music to the game.
The only thing we ask for is, as Angel City Brigade and the Galaxy fan base, always remember you're playing for LA Galaxy.
The Los Angeles Galaxy isn't just a team; it's a second home. You know, it's a community that I love to be a part of.
You have the entire city of LA, the best fan base in all Major League Soccer.
Stay focused. Be healthy.
Go Galaxy!
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Let's Galaxy!
Chicharito, there it is! Galaxy!
The United Soccer League and its 47th championship in League One clubs stand united in support of diversity, inclusivity, equality, and compassion. Together, we can make a difference. Together, we can create change. Together, we are united against racism.
Here, fans enjoying it. Touch now, and the Rowdies attacking, shooting, and scoring! What a goal!
Smith able to get forward. The one-time cross into the area, cleared away. Palmer keeps this one live. He's going to have a go, and he scores! Great goal from Palmer. It is 2-1 for Orange County Soccer Club.
Good for Wole, use his body. One time to Mo! What a strike! Something from nothing.
Never seems to put a foot wrong. Here's Seguru. Looping ball into the box. Bouchard will head it back. Oh, and it's a beautiful goal from Suarez.
Played forward. Davis tried to slip it through. Does so to Sierakowski. Sierakowski with the chip and the goal.
1-1 at the break right now. Galaxy 2 hosting Las Vegas Lights FC. These teams vying to get into the postseason. Let's take a look at the standings right now. Galaxy 2 making their way up into third place now.
Yes, indeed, a lot to play for here for Las Vegas Lights. Also on 7 games played, so both of these two teams a little wiggle room in terms of games in hand, but you see what it means. The top 2 make it to the USL Championship playoffs, and right now Los Dos finding themselves 3 points adrift. It's now or never for Las Vegas Lights as they look to make a push in the later part of the schedule here in the resumption first stage.
Taking a look at the schedule, no other games in progress right now in the USL Championship. Let's take a look at the games that are coming up a little bit later on.
Now, OKC Energy getting set to take on Austin Bold, and Portland Timbers, too, still looking for their first win of the campaign and get set to take on Tacoma Defiance up at Providence Park in Portland.
Their own Cascadia derby going on there, huh? How about that? Storylines around LA Galaxy and USL Championship. Galaxy defeating San Jose 3-2 last night right here at Dignity Health Sports Park. Hey, be in the stadium for the rest of the 2020 season as an LA Galaxy fan cutout. All proceeds go to LA Galaxy Foundation Champion Project. And, place your 2021 season ticket membership deposits for a fully refundable deposit. Only $100. Secure the best seating coming up in the MLS campaign in 2021. Here, halftime continues. Galaxy 2 and Las Vegas Lights FC tied at a goal apiece. Stay with us.
This is LA.
Esto es LA.
Ciudad de Los Ángeles.
This is our city.
Esta es nuestra casa.
Since 1996.
Since 1996.
Esta es nuestra
This
familia.
is our family.
Familia.
Our club.
Supporting each other.
Supporting our team. Champions. Here.
Ahora.
Siempre. LA.
I miss my Riot Squad family. I miss my Galaxy family. I miss the players. I miss the atmosphere. I miss everything about it,
We used to look forward to going to a game. For us, it's been really difficult to try to get ourselves busy and try to do something else that was brought our family together, so it's been very hard.
I miss being around the drums, the cowbells, the guido, bringing the passion through music to the game.
The only thing we ask for is, as Angel City Brigade and the Galaxy fan base, always remember you're playing for LA Galaxy.
The Los Angeles Galaxy isn't just a team; it's a second home. It's a community that I love to be a part of.
You have the entire city of LA, the best fan base in all Major League Soccer.
Stay focused. Be healthy.
Go Galaxy!
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Good luck, Galaxy!
Chicharito, there it is.
Galaxy!
An eventful first half here at Dignity Health Sports Park. It has spurned 2 goals, and that's where we stand right now, 1-1 after 45 minutes of play. Let's take a look at the highlights of that first 45. Chances more for Las Vegas, but
Yeah, indeed, it was a bright start from Las Vegas, but against the run of play, the Galaxy find themselves in a free kick situation, and for the second home game running, Cuevas Bale puts one right past the goalkeeper with a cultured right foot. A big strike to put the Galaxy up, but credit Las Vegas. They rattled the woodwork. Yamakani Chester, right place at the right time, unmarked, taps it in for his second of the season. And a little bit later, more chances would come about for Las Vegas, but just didn't quite have that extra bit of quality inside the box. I'm sure Frank Yallop will have that as one of the topics that he is addressing during his halftime team talk for Los Dos, and Junior Gonzalez trying to really kick things into gear from midfield to the attack.
And maybe a substitution coming on the other side for Galaxy 2. Augustine Williams warming up right now. 1-1 at the break. The second half is straight ahead. Stay with us.
This is LA.
Esto es LA.
Ciudad de Los Ángeles.
This is our city.
Esta es nuestra casa.
Since 1996.
Since 1996.
Esta es nuestra
This is
familia.
our family.
Familia.
Our club.
Supporting each other.
Supporting our team. Champions. Here.
Ahora.
Siempre. LA.
I miss my Riot Squad family. I miss my Galaxy family. I miss the players. I miss the atmosphere. I miss everything about it, you know.
We used to look forward to going to game. For us, it's been really difficult to try to get ourselves busy and try to do something else that was brought our family together, so it's been very hard.
I miss being around the drums, the cowbells, the guido, bringing the passion through music to the game.
The only thing we ask for is, as Angel City Brigade and the Galaxy fan base, always remember you're playing for LA Galaxy.
The Los Angeles Galaxy isn't just a team; it's a second home. You know, it's a community that I love to be a part of.
You have the entire city of LA, the best fan base in all Major League Soccer.
Stay focused. Be healthy.
Go Galaxy!
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Good luck, Galaxy!
Chicharito, there it is!
Moments away from the teams returning to the pitch, a substitution could be coming for LA Galaxy 2. Let's take a look at some of the upcoming games coming up for Las Vegas Lights. Take it on San Diego on the 2nd, then Phoenix Rising, another tough one, and then at Phoenix, a home and home there. And they're back out here on the 15th against Galaxy 2 and Orange County SC on the 18th. So it's not easy for Las Vegas.
Yeah, this is the first of 3 meetings for the Galaxy and Las Vegas, as these two will also meet on September 26th here in Carson. Other side of the coin for Los Dos, they've got a back-to-back Wednesday and Saturday at Orange County Soccer Club. A couple of games against San Diego Loyal, sandwiching that September 15th clash against the Lights. Man, I tell you what, Joe, these games are going to be more and more contentious. They're going to have a playoff atmosphere as this group stage regular season play moves on.
Sure, especially with a team like San Diego that has, 3 games played more than the others at this point. I think they are at 10, where Galaxy 2 is at 7 at the moment coming in. So you look at that and they say, okay, at this point, they're running out of games as opposed to the other teams having to catch up, right?
Absolutely, and conversely for Los Dos as well as this Las Vegas Lights outfit. Hey, they're in last place, but 3 points could see them put themselves within 1 point of San Diego Loyal, and with 11 would only be 4 points adrift of Orange County SC for that second and final playoff spot. Games in hand don't mean anything unless you take results from them here, and a draw at this stage of the season really isn't what Las Vegas need. Los Dos finding themselves with a little bit more of a luxury in terms of points, 4 above Las Vegas, but indeed it's not the kind of mentality they want to have at this stage of the campaign as we hit the midpoint of this phase of the USL Championship season.
Players making their way onto the pitch at this moment. Augustine Williams is about to change his jersey and put his shirt on for
A little cooler than back home, huh?
his opportunity to come into the match.
And we saw him getting warmed up with the assistant doing some one-on-one training and some footwork, and that usually means that he will take the pitch imminently, and looks as though he is going to come on here. And it's as you were for Los Dos, with the exception, it believes Augie Williams will come in and fill that void in a like-for-like change up top as he will replace Carson Klein. that lone striker role in the Galaxy attack.
2 goals on Wednesday night.
He's in form. I mean, he's really playing well right now, involved with half of the Galaxy's 12 goals, 5 on the campaign. He's just playing as good as he's played, and the substitution here.
And he'll replace.
Well, the board, I believe, indicated that it was going to be Omar Ontiveros. We can clarify that's not the case. It is Carson Klein.
Right.
Sometimes that 7 looks like a 1.
Yes.
And vice versa, so to be forgiven.
Second half is underway. Galaxy defending the goal to our left and attacking from left to right. Saldana. They'll find Augustine Williams here. Back out to the left side. Gutierrez tries to send it on through, broken up. De La Fuente knocks this one back. Sandoval, ahead it goes. Chester. Good run here by De La Fuente. Getting into that right wing. Vasquez does well. He'll win himself a throw-in.
Useful player. Play on the left-hand side. Provide some industry in the center of the park. And I love the work rate of Brian De La Fuente. You ask him to do something, he will do it. Put his nose to the grindstone. It's as you were for Frank Yallop. No changes at the break. We've seen Daly swap roles with De La Fuente on the left-hand side of midfield and a spot up top between those two.
Here's Alvarado. On Tavares. Rivera. Good ball here for Perez. One-time cross towards goal, I believe. Turned out to be a shot.
Better though, and they got the penetration that time. Quickly played by Vera, nicely run that time from Perez, who timed it well, stayed on side, puts it in. No one making that run to the near post. But signs of progress if you're a Galaxy supporter.
Trying to get that bright start, first 5 minutes. Set the tempo for Kranis. We'll square it out over Vasquez.
With the insertion of Augie Williams, it will not indicate a change of shape for Junior Gonzalez.
No, but they are keeping the ball on the ground here, and they're moving it quickly, a little quicker than there was in the first half. And through that midfield,
they had problems possessing for long spells, and what Williams will do is he will drop into midfield and provide a lot of good hold-up play and give you longer spells of possession and try and find those openings.
Here's the counter, though, for Las Vegas, and looks good. A little bit too much for Daly. Romero able to pick up an outlet. Good switch ahead. This is what intended for Augustine Williams. Robinson. Fair. He'll find Chester. Daly. Nice job that time by Ferkranis.
It's done well tonight for today for Kranis.
On Taveros now. Heavy on that cross. It goes on to the far side. Perez will see it out of play for the throw-in. It'll be a throw-in Galaxy 2. He and Vera have switched for the moment.
Such is the philosophy, plug and play type of approach. Saw Vera the last time out here in Carson playing in a left back role, moving to the right hand side of midfield in the midweek against Portland and keeping that spot today. But
he has been universal in his ability to play everywhere on the pitch.
As have a lot of these players.
Shot towards goal, and Delgado decides to go down to make the save. Better safe than sorry.
Good little run here from Gutierrez, and it's not on his stronger left foot. Didn't hit it convincingly. It's going to take something a little bit better than that to beat a goalkeeper of the quality of this man, Lalo Delgado. It's a more positive approach, though, from LA Galaxy 2.
And now both clubs finding an opportunity here to find possession. Vasquez. And finally come out the near side. On Taveros now. Move on forward. Sends a heavy ball into the air intended for Perez. Delgado reads that well. Robinson. This is direct to Dally. Vasquez defending on the play. Dally on his right foot has a clean look at goal. Fires away. Saved by Romero. Over the bar and out. Goal kick.
This is brilliant, and this is patented Rashawn Dally. In the open field, facing up, using his athletic ability, using his pace. He's got great feet for a big man. Wrong foots the defender, puts it on his right, and tests Abraham Romero. A little bit more placement on that. And Vegas are looking at a 2-1 lead, but in those wide areas and dropping from deeper areas, he's so dangerous, Rashawn Dally.
Williams with a second chance, able to clear this one out. Here's Robinson. Augustine trying to run onto it. Moses does well to get this one for Las Vegas. Onto the right side. Sandoval pushing forward, has it now. It's away from one defender, the shot blocked. Fennick. Morel back to Robinson. Just cleaner Las Vegas on the ball.
It's positive from Vegas as well. Better football all the way around here. The first 5 minutes of the second half, better than anything we saw in the first half from either team. They created chances, looked forward, a little bit more direct, a little more urgency it seems like.
Farrow runs onto this one, can't find it. Again, Sandoval switching out the right side. Looking for Chester. Good job there by Cuevas. The goal scorer for Galaxy 2. Chester, the goal scorer for Las Vegas. Here's Fennick. Dally. Eye off the ball that time, throwing for LA Galaxy 2.
A lot of pace out there in those wide areas for Las Vegas, with Chester on the right and Dowling dropping into that familiar role on the left-hand side. We saw a lot of that in the first half. The Tuesday win over Orange County SC really gave Orange County fits and starts, and that's saying something because that OCSC team is one of the best defending, if not the best defensive team in all of USL Championship.
Remember, we're talking about that in that match here at Dignity Health Sports Park. Good ball here for Augustine Williams. He scores! He did a great job of having that ball drop down and beats the goalkeeper Delgado down low, and it's 2-1 in favor of LA Galaxy 2.
Instant payoff, great strength from the 23-year-old. Took it off of his chest and set himself up absolutely brilliantly in between the two defenders that misjudge it. They don't cover themselves in glory, and a striker in form like Augustine Williams, you can't give him that kind of space as he slips it to the near post, and Lalo Delgado will be a little bit disappointed. It was a 1v3, and that is the form. 3 goals in 2 games for this man coming out that 2-goal performance on Wednesday night in Portland. His work ethic is translating into quality and success right now.
Right back on track, where he started, where he left off, I should say. Midweek. Robinson now for Las Vegas. We'll see how they respond. Almost a turnover for Gutierrez, and he does well to force the throw-in and keep Las Vegas in their own half.
You see the dimension that Williams brings to this team. We talked about the way he can drop into midfield and give you a little more possession, but I like to see him sometimes play a little bit higher and give them that target, a little more lethality in the penalty area.
Norell will get the throw-in. Dally. Ontiveros. For Kranis, and they'll switch it on over Vasquez. A little more patient. Galaxy 2. And they're dealing with this Las Vegas press a little better. for Kranis. They break that line going forward, and now back into midfield. Looks better here for Galaxy 2. Vera back to Ontiveros. No chip over the top. Onto the wing it'll go, cleared away. This will be a foul, free kick.
Yeah, it is better out of the back, Joe, and they're utilizing the width of the field, a little bit more expansive in their distribution, bringing Romero in to get him the touch. He's a keeper that can do that, fits the mold of the modern day keeper. I hate to use the cliche term sweeper keeper, but he does fit that mold.
He's comfortable with all his feet.
Absolutely, as so many keepers are, and it's almost a prerequisite nowadays. Have to be able to play it out of the back.
I still think it's a nice luxury for a manager to have.
It depends on the kind of football you want to play.
Right.
I think it's something that really suits the Galaxy. They like to knock it around the park.
There's Fennick. Trying to find Morel. Good run here by Morel. Able to play it back out for Daly. Off the mark that time. Galaxy 2 will try to break out. Alvarado finding Gutierrez, and a good fight there, and he's going to get himself the foul, I believe. Free kick, and Galaxy 2 with a substitution. Jorge Hernandez will replace Alvarado.
This is an attacking move here.
Yep. But also a little more experienced player in terms of talent from Hernandez and what he can bring to this pitch.
It's interesting you say his experience, and we're talking about a 19-year-old, but you're spot on, Joe Zattina. He's a guy that can knit things together, has a sublime left foot, can put in a good delivery as well. He'll hover in just behind Augie Williams and really try to set the Los Dos striker on his way and become the creative fulcrum in the center of the park for Junior Gonzalez's men.
For Kranis will be able to run this one down. De La Fuente putting on a good challenge though. Vasquez for Kranis. He's being closed down by Daly now. It'll come back to Romero. Nice job by the goalkeeper clearing out the near side, and unfortunately Ontiveros couldn't find the handle. Nice job by Kranis once again. Here's Saldana. Vasquez. Cuevas on the far side. And back to the keeper. Yeah, a little more difficult to get out of the back, but cleared it out. Didn't try to force it.
Hernandez will drift into the left-hand side. Jonathan Perez, I thought he might revert to a left-sided role himself, but he keeps his spot underneath in a central area.
It's time for Kranis, taken off the ball by Daly. This is a good opportunity for Las Vegas. Vasquez standing tall, and it'll come out the far side. Here's Cuevas. Augustine Williams checking all the way back. He'll collect this. He's got Vera on the wing. He'll find him. Again, Vera into Williams. Good idea, unfortunately, on the deflection there. Could not find Ontiveros making the run.
Yeah, had a little bit of a chortle there. Williams head up, and justifiably so, had acres of space in front of him, directing traffic, telling Vera, don't check back, make that run, get wide, and put in those crosses.
Williams trying to find Gutierrez, just a bit too much on that one. He'll run it down. Chester defending on the play, and Galaxy 2 get the throw-in. A little more balance here in this match now.
Yeah, where they got an injection of quality when you bring in Augie Williams and a little more experience in front of goal. It's showing.
No foul, no foul.
Nice ball here, top of the area. Good opportunity. Hernandez trying to turn on his defender, Torrey. He'll get himself a corner kick.
Bright, very bright from the 19-year-old.
Not afraid to fight. Keep the ball on your foot.
Well, yeah, we've talked to this till we're almost blue in the face, and it illuminates the versatility of this team. We've seen Hernandez play underneath, and very comfortable on the left-hand side. Does like to tuck in. He's not going to make those bolting runs in a wide area to the byline. But he's got all kinds of clever touches and guile, as they say.
This ball should bend in towards goal. Cuevas to take it. He's got Perez at the top of the box also. He wants to go short. You'll find him at the corner of the area. He sends in towards the back post, headed up high into the air. Williams, no. Delgado, the goalkeeper, easily pulls that out.
Didn't have the end payoff that most of us were looking for, but you have to say, well drawn up, well executed. This is off the training ground. Perez, all kinds of time and space. Pops up out the head of John Vittoria, comfortable in the end for Lalo Delgado.
Possession back to Galaxy 2 on Tiveros. He'll find Saldana. For Kranis. Hernandez, Vasquez, one-time passing on the angles. This is good from Galaxy 2. Able to break the pressure. Hernandez once again. Onto the left side to go. The one-time cross down low. Robinson is there to clear it away. Better. Much better.
And we see Hernandez drift out left, and that will be more of a central role for Gutierrez to drift inside and perhaps try and work some 1-2s and understanding with Augie Williams.
So come into Williams. Right now he's got the game winner, should it end today at this point. Second ball will come out. Players are down for Las Vegas. They're okay. That's good. Collided mid-air there. Daly. And the foul called against Verkranis. Quickly taken though. Sandoval.
And they need to get Sandoval a little bit more involved in this game.
I was just thinking the same thing.
Become a conduit to Rashawn Daly or Brian De La Fuente, whomever's playing up top.
There with the overlapping run, side of the area. He'll send this one on through, score! Gutierrez, and it is 3-1 in favor of LA Galaxy 2. What a nice counter that one was.
Super stuff. And you couldn't have drawn it up any bit better. Ball one here as it's played by Jonathan Perez. The overlap from Vera puts it a perfect ball. And attacking it with menace is Ivan Gutierrez, who puts himself about, puts his head in a dangerous area. But how about the placement? Saw where the goalkeeper was and put it across the face of the goalkeeper and in. Better football. This second half has been much improved from Los Dos.
Two substitutions here for Las Vegas. Raul Mandiola, I believe, has come on.
A very familiar face to Galaxy 2 fans, as well as Los Angeles Galaxy fans as well. And recently...
And Blake Frischneck?
Recently coming back from injury.
Jose Carrera Garcia taking the place of Robinson.
This is an attack-minded move.
Daly is out as well.
So some tweaks to the attack for Frank Yallop. Let's see how they acquit themselves.
It's going to be a foul and a free kick, and I believe a yellow card to Torre. Taking out Jorge Hernandez.
18.
Good response here in the second half for Galaxy 2, putting 2 on the board. Augustine Williams and Gutierrez.
Just left that foot out there. A bit harsh, perhaps, against Torre. Let's put them under a little bit of a spell here. A little too deep this time for Cuevas. Even though he is oozing with confidence, will wave off Hernandez. Up comes Vasquez. Vera in the mix along with Verkranis.
Here's Cuevas, has a go at goal. Over the bar and out of play. Did you say oozing with confidence?
He is oozing with confidence. 2 dead balls, beautifully struck on the free kick. And you can just see it from his intent on that free kick. Not his finest hour there, but The way he's been striking the ball, why not have a go?
Wasn't that far off the mark. At least the frame, let's put it that way. See how Vegas responds to these 3 substitutions right now. The Galaxy responding well. Here's Perez again. He's got Augustine Williams. If he wants him, he can't find him. He does, and Williams over the bar and out of play. He had a clean look from about 17 yards.
Oh, he'll want to have this one back. He's going to see the game video and no, just leans back. Didn't quite get his plant foot right, too far underneath it. You see it time and time again, but it's so difficult. Hey, we're up here in the booth and we're calling the shots like we see them, but they're down there, you know, putting rubber to the road, so to speak. That is difficult, but you expect a little bit more from a striker like Augie Williams, especially the form that he is in.
I think Moses also, at the last moment, was able to distract enough to create maybe a rush shot, right?
Yeah, the bigger point here from a broader context is just the improvement night and day here in the second half. Since the insertion of Augie Williams, it's brought a little bit more quality into midfield, more possession, more chances than throwing the likes of Hernandez, which has kind of changed the complexion, allowing Gutierrez to make some forward runs. But I'm so impressed with the job that Junior Gonzalez has done, because his adjustments, more times than not, are spot on. He doesn't just play one way. He's got a plan B.
Well, on top of that, what he's really doing is has the kids bought into it, because the response from the youngsters is spot on from his direction, right?
Absolutely.
It's important to have that relationship.
And they are, and he's inspired them. That's why he was given the permanent job after serving as an interim role coming in last June. I'm really impressed with the work that Jonathan Perez has done, knitting the midfield to the attack here. Had problem finding the game in the first half. Hasn't been the story here in the second period.
There's Morel. This one just skipped away from him and out of play. Goal, a throw-in here coming up. Hey, the Galaxy launched the Together at Home collection, which features a limited edition clothing collection release celebrating the Galaxy's 25th season with original designs that embrace the team's legacy and modern iconography. All items can be found at LAGalaxy.com. Get yours today. Carrera Garcia for Kranis with the clearance, but not far enough. Kept alive by Sandoval. Carrera Garcia again on possession. Top of the box, you'll get that shot on goal, and it's saved by Romero.
I like this player. Jose Carrera. Had a chance to see him play during his collegiate career in Cal, part of the Mexican setup, or at least on the radar. Had a little bit of an inauspicious moment on Tuesday, giving away the penalty. Likes to make those late runs into the box and provides a little more attacking thrust from midfield.
This is a nice build-up here for Galaxy 2. Hernandez on the left side for Gutierrez on the wrong side of him, but he keeps it in play. Van Gutierrez sends into the area this time. The header to goal from Perez. He was wiped out by the goalkeeper in Delgado, and Perez is down.
Yeah, pick your poison there. He threw himself. How about the bravery of this kid? Another great delivery this time from Gutierrez, right on the money. And poor Perez just gets clattered into by Lalo Delgado and Javin Torre and paid the price. He's not the biggest, most fortified of characters.
And keeper's just going for the ball, though. He's doing his job.
And credit,
the 6-yard box as well belongs to him.
Yeah, but absolutely credit Jonathan Perez for putting himself about and attacking that ball, recognizing that, hey, Gutierrez will put in those deliveries and put in a very good one more times than not. Paid a little bit of a price here for it, but this kid has really come on in the second half. He's been one of the positives for Junior Gonzalez. This will be tended to by the Los Dos medical staff, and hope that he's okay.
Still being looked at here, but no substitution has been asked at this moment. And our referee now, I believe, wants the stretcher to come on.
Yeah, of course.
Or does he want the substitution to be made? I believe that's what's happening here. Yes, Nava is going to come on.
Paying close mind to concussion protocol as well.
And Nava's coming on for Vera, according to the signboard. Looks like Perez is going to be okay for now as he's being helped to the sidelines, but under his own power, which seems to be all right. And going back again, the goalkeepers, their job, and especially inside the 6-yard box, that ball's in the air. You got to come get that ball.
Oh, nothing wrong with it.
So he did his job, and it's an unfortunate situation about, hey, you know, Perez did what he was trying to do and being courageous to get to it and maybe score a goal.
Well, Delgado 6'3", Javin Torres up there as well, well above 6 foot. Jonathan Perez, not exactly the biggest kid out there, paid the price, but that's part and parcel, part of the game. Confirmation of that sub is Nava will take up a role in a wide right-hand side in midfield for Vera, who played really well, I thought, today.
He gives you everything he's got, Vera, I believe. Nice build-up on the right side here for Las Vegas. Good job by Gutierrez getting to this ball. Thought Ferrer had a very good first half for Las Vegas. He's been rather quiet getting forward and into the attack. He was creating problems for LA Galaxy 2 on that right side in the first half for much of the first 45. In the second half has not been the case at all for Kranis. Back to his goalkeeper, Romero.
A little bit of a misstep there from Romero. Under the pressure here, higher pressure, making life difficult. And
he gets lucky.
He does. Kranis can't play that ball back to him, putting his goalkeeper under the pressure like that with 2 defenders closing in. Frischknecht with those fresh legs. He's a guy that's on form as well. He's very much a game changer for Las Vegas Lights as they look for a little bit more attacking inspiration here in the second half.
Adrian Gonzalez about to come on for Galaxy 2. And Jonathan Perez is done for the afternoon. So we'll resume here.
I haven't seen a lot of Adrian Gonzalez this season. A chance to run out.
Nice job by Kranis. He may have cramped up. So he cramped up on the slide tackle, getting in front of De La Fuente.
Well timed. He's got the pace to make up when he's a little bit out of position and has the positional sense as well to cover for others. He's been a real quality addition here, especially with Isaac Bawa out with injury today for Los Dos. Really not much of a drop in quality in the center of defense. And fingers crossed for Kranis, who's been out of the mix since early March, recently coming back into the fray. And a lot of the Galaxy staff saying, hey, they're very high on this kid. Junior Gonzalez really likes him. And from the first 73 minutes, you can see why.
Good job again coming back and get in front of Sandoval there. It'll be a corner kick for Las Vegas. Sandoval said, okay, I'm going to test you, kid.
Yeah.
You're not back yet from that calf injury, then we're going to get a nice little run into the 6. De La Fuente. Redirect, they score! And that's exactly what Las Vegas needed right there, getting back on the scoreboard. Johnny Fenwick, excuse me, getting on the end of it.
Absolutely, Joe, and you know, it's as basic as you like. Outswinging corner, Fenwick meeting it. Not the best of set-piece defending from Los Dos. And a defender of his caliber, Johnny Fenwick, the 25-year-old Englishman who gets on the score sheet for the first time in 2020. A simple tap-in right there. Let's take a look at it here. The bending delivery from De La Fuente. He gets a good run at it. No one getting in front of him. They fling themselves at it at the last possible minute, but you'd have to chalk that up to a little bit of a blown assignment. And all credit to Fenwick, who kept his concentration, just redirected it right past Abraham Romero.
A little flat-footed on that corner kick defensively. Maybe some new life here for Las Vegas. Plenty of time for them. Only the 74th minute here. Gutierrez making the run onto the left side, gets that cross away. Williams slits it down in front. Hernandez scores!
Come on, dog. We gotta follow.
What a response from Galaxy 2, netting their 4th of the afternoon and doubling the lead to 4-2.
Just like we said, Los Dos a little bit flat-footed on that corner kick. Likewise, it's always when you're the most vulnerable, right after you score, and they go right down the throat of this defense. Hey, it's not a ball that's difficult to deal with, but how about the presence of mind for Augie Williams. I was looking at that, and I said, attack it with your head. But he saw the trailing run from Hernandez, who just passes it in, beats the keeper. Well played by Los Angeles.
Water break here, hydration break inside the 75th minute, now leading 4-2. Gets that cushion right back. Jorge Hernandez, the goal. And soccer fans, come kick it with the Galaxy. It's the return of the youth soccer camps. LA Galaxy camps are for players of all skill levels, age 6 to 17, held at Dignity Health Sports Park. For more information and to get involved, visit youth.lagalaxy.com today.
Now 6 goals. Couldn't ask for more. Still 15 minutes left and plenty of chapters to be written in this one. But just when you think Los Dos are going to run away with it and put their foot on the jugular vein, Las Vegas make a couple of tweaks, come out with a little bit more reinvigorated high pressure, pays off with a dead ball goal, but right back come Los Dos on the strike from Hernandez. Very well worked. Abraham Romero, we've seen him stand on his head throughout this season, Joe. He's kept the Galaxy in a lot of these games, and caught in possession there moments ago under that high pressure. It really hasn't been worked enough today, I'm sure, for Las Vegas's liking.
Yeah, he hasn't had to leave his feet all that much. The first goal, of course, incredible. That was off the bar and came in front and cleared in by Chester. So that was a whole different story, and that was early in the match. But after that, he hasn't really been tested, as you mentioned. But there's much more to goalkeeping, and that is organizing your defense, making sure that you have a quiet day in front, and he's done a good job of that. His defense in the second half has been very, very good, led by Ferkranis, although Vasquez is always solid there, those two center backs, right?
I'm impressed with the level-headedness of Ferkranis, but yeah, very well protected. So we'll see as the substitution, Burgos in for Sandoval. He can add some thrust as well, a couple of goals this year for Las Vegas Lights. For me, Sandoval, he provided a robust goal-scoring threat, but really couldn't quite present the passing proficiency to spring forward with the likes of Daly or De La Fuente or even Frischknecht. Plenty of time to correct it. And we've touted the resilience and the grit and determination of the Galaxy. The same thing right now from Las Vegas. It's been renewed. They had the coaching change from Winalda as Frank Yallop comes in. They bought into this system. And we've talked about the way they've come back from goals down after conceding early. This is a team that was down 2-0 with 10 minutes left against Phoenix Rising, perhaps the best team in the league, and managed to take a share of the points against the defending regular season champions.
Nice job again here by Ferkranis. Gonzalez this time, the ball gets away. This could get a little sloppy at this point.
Frischknecht is getting frustrated.
Turn!
He's trying to find the game and dropping deep and just getting himself tangled up, really not on the same page with his support behind him.
Here's Murrell. And he's taken down by Nava. Free kick. Could be a yellow card to Nava.
Experienced fullback
there.
It's a
verbal warning.
Yeah, experienced fullback there from Morel. Solid professional. Just trying to wheel around the challenge of Nava, who had a little bit of a nudge.
Morel may not be able to go here. Asking for a substitution.
Just takes the touch, sells it to Nava, puts his hand on him, and I have to say Nava fortunate to escape a booking. They'll go down to 10 men temporarily.
Good job here by Gonzalez getting this one back. Galaxy will try to build quickly. Nava on the near side, a lot of space here. He'll get some help from Ontiveros on the right side. Nava still on possession. He'll motor into the area. Now Ontiveros onto the backside, looking for Augustine Williams, who brings it down well. Gutierrez. It's a goal off the top of the bar, almost.
And hit the crossbar. Yeah, I thought the move had died. Credit the individual brilliance of Gutierrez. The layoff from Williams. It's put back onto the foot of Gutierrez. You want to see the player just have a go after that layoff from Williams. Put it in the box and something positive will happen. We will see the substitution as Morel's day is done. And Jagan Wagoneer will come on. Looks as though he's just going to be a like-for-like switch and slot right back into that left back role.
Trying to find De La Fuente there. This one off the mark. Comes off to the goalkeeper, Romero. Still working on Morel here on the near side touch.
Yeah.
And they're working his upper body. The foul was onto his foot, if I saw the replay correctly, but I think it was the way he landed. He may have hurt his shoulder.
It looked to be slightly innocuous, but yeah, he did fall awkwardly. He's receiving treatment.
Quickly, the restart here for the Galaxy on the left side offside as Gutierrez as the flag is up. '81st minute, second ball on the pitch. We're going to slow things down for now.
I don't think there's any doubt about the role that Ivan Gutierrez is going to play in this game. He is about as pure as a left-sided player as I've seen for the Galaxy in a while at this level.
Frischknecht will play it back to Moses. His pass picked off. Saldana doing well. Ontiveros. Williams trying to find Nava defensively. In good position there is Wagoneer back to his goalkeeper. Again Moses. This one will come ahead this time for Burgos. Onto the left side, De La Fuente. He'll cut in towards the top of the box, a lot of white shirts there. He'll try to wheel it around to the right side, Fair pushing forward. Cuevas defending. Good job by Cuevas, earning himself a goal kick. Good work.
It's frustrating for Fair. He hasn't made too many of those marauding, adventurous runs into the attack. Does so well. I did really well to beat him initially. Great recovery, I have to say, from Cuevas. This takes the deflection off the left ankle of the Las Vegas defender. Cuevas is really putting a couple of good shifts. Come on, leaps and bounds. You saw him play it right back against Orange County, playing, of course, in his second consecutive game in the left side for Junior Gonzalez. Used to be comfortable on either side. Brings a little bit of a different dimension. We got a player playing at the left-hand side with that strong right foot. Could open things up and hit those cross-field diagonals.
Here's Ontiveros now. He'll find Williams. All the way back. Cuevas. Come back to Vasquez now as Galaxy 2 tries to begin to close this one off. For Kranis. Williams. Here's Gonzalez. This will be a foul the other way against the Galaxy. Now a player down for Las Vegas.
Yeah, that's what happens when you have games every 3 to 4 days. Finnick, most recent goal scorer. You see indications from Jabatori that they're going to need a switch. They're dropping like flies at this point.
He's cramped up.
Well, it's unfortunate. One of the byproducts of the current environment that we are in due to the pandemic and kind of the fixtures and the games being backloaded here in the late stages of summer. Players, they haven't had a usual season. It's been stop more than start. Trying to play their way back into full match fitness. You'd say they're just approaching doing that now, and as play has been resumed for just about a month since the pandemic layoff at USL level. Fennick's been a good addition to this team. Big, solid, traditional central defender. Part of the youth setup earlier in his career with Newcastle United at Sheffield Wednesday. Looks as though he's going to be okay to continue.
A lot of miles, as you talked about. We talk about 3 games in 8 days is a difficult thing for any team. Now we're talking about 4 and 11.
It's like the autumn days, you know, in the top flight in Europe, where playing Champions League or Europa League, then domestic cups and league play.
Yeah, well, the roster's not quite as deep.
Exactly.
You're not rotating enough, unfortunately.
Depth tested, that's for sure.
Here's Ontiveros. Fenech is back out. We are 11 aside. Nava. One by Moses. Gonzalez on the left side for Gutierrez. Early ball intended for Williams. This will get through and clear it out.
Not a bad idea there from Gutierrez to play it. He's had difficulty running in behind Fair, who, to his credit, has done a pretty good job keeping Gutierrez in front of him. And now it's Gutierrez with that target, and Augie Williams up there now in the second half. That's posed a little bit of a different question for this Las Vegas defense.
Ontiveros. Here's Hernandez weaving his way through into the area. May find himself a clean look. No, he'll find Augustine Williams and clear it away.
Sweet feet from Jorge Hernandez, that's for sure. That's what he's known for. Just weaving his way in through defenders. Unfortunately, Augie Williams' touch just let him down as he was dispossessed.
Here's Fenech, able to play it ahead. He'll find Burgos. But at this point, at midfield, they need to get balls into the offensive third now, Las Vegas does. 87th minute, we enter the 87th minute now. Burgos sending long. Second ball will come back. Mendiola. Carrera Garcia, left side again. Wagoner trying to play it on in. Cleared away by Fercranes for a corner kick. So that was a nice build up there for Las Vegas.
Yeah, credit. It started with Mendiola, who dug it out, and located Carrera, who did nicely the first time touch to play it out for Wagoner. Quick and fast. It's getting to that point of the game, Joe. I mean, maybe getting to the hit and hope stage, but corner kicks on the 87th minute can aid to the cause as well.
This one will come in. The header to goal, they score. They did what they had to do there, and they pulled one back again, and now they're just one goal back at 4-3 in the 87th.
Now Frischneck, it's basic. We saw it from Fenech with the tap-in, and no one marking the big striker who's a more than ample target. This man is on form right now. Scored a big goal on Tuesday's game coming off the bench, and this time gets right in between the defenders, and you're taught as a striker, head it down towards the pitch. Superb job from Frischneck. Make it 2 in 2 games for the big Las Vegas striker. Hey, this one's not out of the woods yet.
Nope, not at all. Too much room, though. Too much room in the corner kicks defensively on the part of Galaxy 2.
You know, they say dead balls change games, and you know, he's a couple of corner kick goals tonight and this afternoon from Las Vegas Lights. But Frank Yallop has gone on record to say, hey, we don't have a prototypical number 9, especially with Sekou Kana out. And now, with the emergence of Frischneck, who's been very impressive as of late, he might be that number 9 that they so desire, they so need. Gives them an outlet up top. He can hold up play. We've seen his proficiency and ability in the air.
Well, he's willing to do the work we've seen so far, right?
Well, you know, he also had a role in providing the assist and setting it up for Ramon Del Campo in last Saturday's 3-3 draw against Phoenix Rising as well. So he's had handed 3 goals in the last 2 games. He's doing something right.
Here's Wagoner. It'll come away from him, Hernandez. Saldaña back to Vasquez, out to Cuevas. Finding Gutierrez as well to keep possession. Well, now he will go down. I believe he's cramped up as well. Play on here. Here's De La Fuente into the Galaxy penalty area. Out comes Romero. He'll smother it. De La Fuente. He also pulls up on his right hamstring just a bit. These guys are too much work, unfortunately, on their bodies right now.
Well, the situation, as we were discussing just a few minutes ago, it's rearing its head. You see a lot of muscular injuries. It's similar basically to like a preseason and then starting it up, and you see players with fitness and muscular problems early on in the campaign. And credit to Abraham Romero. That touch was a little heavy from De La Fuente to set himself up. Romero sensed it and with haste came off his line, showed a lot of bravery, and came in head first to grab it. Meanwhile, Gutierrez, he said it, he cramped up. Didn't grab his hamstring. It appears it's in the calf area.
No, De La Fuente did at the end of his run.
Absolutely.
He grabbed a bit on that right leg, the right hamstring area.
He's trying to walk it off. It does appear he's going to be okay. Different story, though. Temperatures in the mid-70s, so not exactly the heat wave that these players had been enduring, especially for Las Vegas.
Right.
They've endured so many 100-degree days out in the desert.
Gutierrez is still being worked on there.
And we'll see a lengthy period of added on time, I'm sure. In fact, 6 minutes confirmation from the fourth official. Well, you know, it's been Ramon Martin Del Campo who's been the main culprit on dead balls, but you throw in the likes of Frischknecht and then Fenech before that. It's really going to frustrate Junior Gonzalez because it's not an indicator of the way they've played here in the second half. Throughout most of the final second period, they've dominated play, had the better of quality chances in the run of play.
I think this 6 minutes is going to be 7 minutes at the very least.
Well, it's just at least 6 minutes.
Yeah.
I think you're right, Joe. And it's, you know, it's another wrinkle in the game nowadays too. You're saying, you know, what was it, 9 minutes for Las Vegas last weekend against Phoenix Rising when Del Campo knocked in the equalizer?
Yep.
It's not unheard of.
We'll see a lot of this going forward.
It's like Fergie time on steroids,
yeah,
right?
Well,
cardboard cutouts. Where is the Joe Totino cutout?
No,
I
not
have
mine
to
there.
know.
Not mine there.
The fans
Not
want to
yet.
know. The fans want it, Joe.
Not yet.
I had to get the Galaxy staff on that one.
Gutierrez still working on the sidelines to try to loosen that up. So the Galaxy play a man down for now, and it's knocked forward. Goalkeeper Delgado will pick up.
Hasn't been a lot for Romero to do, despite being beaten 4 times. And I haven't seen Delgado really called into action on frequent occasion, you have to say.
Gutierrez back on. We're 11 aside. Come out the near side for Wagoner, though. Las Vegas on possession. Carrera Garcia again to Wagoner. The early ball, top of the area, cleared out by Fercranis. Comes to Gonzalez. Able to knock it forward. Here comes Augustine Williams now. Holds it up well, and he'll find Nava. Galaxy 2 leading by a count of 4-3. And we'll have plenty of added time here. Nava goes down, but keeps possession. Saldana. Watched there by Moses. Williams. Cuevas.
Better second half, Joe, from Saldana.
Yes.
And he's found a good understanding in the center, and it's Gonzalez or even Hernandez who's dropped in. He's been a little bit more responsible. Did a nice job of shielding, keeping possession. The Galaxy trying to manage this one on to victory. I like the decision moments ago from Williams to slow it up and not try and hit quick and fast on the counterattack.
No,
Keep the ball and let those precious seconds tick off the clock.
I would add to that the entire Galaxy 2 squad has been much better here in the second half in terms of their style of play. Their spacing has been better. Their running off the ball has been better. They haven't been trying to switch the point of the attack and make it real easy for Las Vegas. Here in the second half, they've been playing through in the middle of the channels. And they've had some fruits from that. Vasquez with the clearance here.
And Vasquez did well, put under pressure. There's a blind ball from Saldana. He didn't see the attacker encroaching on the Los Dos captain there. Had to improvise at the last minute.
Here's Augustine Williams. Fenech with the foul, smart foul there. And Williams will take his time as we enter the 95th minute. Ontiveros will take the restart. This would probably go back, I imagine, but decides to go forward instead. Nava. Carrera Garcia this time going forward. De La Fuente. Frischknecht able to play this on to the far side. Here's Mendiola for the equalizer off the post and cleared away. Had a clean look and could not finish, and the Galaxy dodge a bullet there.
Boy, it nearly fell apart. What a brilliant ball that was from De La Fuente to play in Frischknecht. Plays it up and over the top. Eventually it falls to the feet of Mendiola, sorts his feet out, and off by a matter of inches.
Here's Moses now with the chance at goal. This might be a foul against Las Vegas in the area, and it is.
He came a little bit in wild fashion, Moses.
Meantime, Romero.
They punched it out on the corner kick here, Joe. It may have paid the price. He came to claim. And the Galaxy indeed leaving very dangerously. Well worked, you'd have to say, moments ago.
So the free kick here. Williams does well to get this back to Ontiveros, who knocks it forward, looking for Nava. It'll settle for him. Pickpocketed. Nice job by Torre.
Go to it.
Carrera Garcia. Throw in Las Vegas. Believe he called the foul and not the throw-in.
Yeah, free kick. So hit and hope time. Burgos has a wonderful right foot. So they'll bring everybody up. And perhaps considering Lalo Delgado as well. He'll stay back.
Go top of the box, knocked away. Clearance towards midfield here. Play does continue. Good job by Fenech, otherwise it's a 3-on-none. One more chance here for Las Vegas. Romero will pull this one out of the air. Inside the 97th minute.
Galaxy nearly squandering this lead. Giving life to Las Vegas and belief.
Now our referee points to midfield, and this one has come to an end. Fireworks here at Dignity Health Sports Park, mostly in the second half. 4-3 victory for LA Galaxy 2 on the afternoon.
Well, just desserts, and I have to say, the better team won in the second half, but all credit to Las Vegas Lights. They came out with guns a-blazing from set-piece situations and taking advantage of some lackluster dead ball defending. Augie Williams definitely was a game changer as he altered the complexion in positive fashion for this Galaxy team. Brought a little bit more possession in midfield and gave them a big target up top. He got the goal to go with it and played a big role. One of the big reasons Los Dos win their second straight.
Great response in the second half. They'll take all the points. 4-3 the final. LA Galaxy 2 over Las Vegas Lights FC. We'll come back right after this.
This is LA.
Esto es LA.
Ciudad de Los Ángeles.
This is our city.
Esta es nuestra casa.
Since 1996.
Since 1996.
Esta es nuestra
This is
familia.
our family.
Familia.
Our club.
Supporting each other.
Supporting our team. Champions. Here.
Ahora.
Siempre. LA.
I miss my Riot Squad family. I miss my Galaxy family. I miss the players. I miss the atmosphere. I miss everything about it, you know.
We used to look forward to going a game. For us, it's been really difficult to try to get ourselves busy and try to do something else that was brought our family together, so it's been very hard.
I miss being around the drums, the cowbells, the guido, bringing the passion through music to the game.
The only thing we ask for is, as Angel City Brigade and the Galaxy fan base, always remember you're playing for the LA Galaxy.
The Los Angeles Galaxy isn't just a team; it's a second home. You know, it's a community that I love to be a part of.
You have the entire city of LA, the best fan base in all Major League Soccer.
Stay focused. Be healthy. Go Galaxy!
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Good luck, Galaxy.
Chicharito, there it is. What a win here for LA Galaxy 2 over Las Vegas Lights FC. A tale of two halves. But Galaxy 2, in what was wild in the second half, pull out a 4-3 victory here today. Let's take a look at the goals.
Yes, indeed, 4 goals in the second half, 3 goals in the first half, and it was the Galaxy drawing first blood off a wonderful free kick 5 minutes in from Mauricio Cuevas. However, good response just 9 minutes later off the post from De La Fuente. Yakamani Chester there on the tap-in. Good follow-through, great running from the Malawi international for his second goal this season. And then it would be the second half. It's Augustine Williams on the 54th to make it 2-1. Gutierrez would get involved. Some enterprising play here from Jonathan Perez, who I thought was very good. Lovely ball across here, Joe, from Vera. And a brave header that time from Ivan Gutierrez. At that point on the 62nd, it's 3-1. And then the set piece defending, you know, letting things down just a bit. Fennec grabs one on the 73rd to make it 3-2. The Galaxy, though, returning fire 1 minute later as Williams lays it off for Jorge Hernandez. Look as though they're home and dry. However, Frischknecht would pop up with 3 minutes remaining, totally unmarked. And then late stages, it was Raul Mendiola sorting out his feet, hitting the post. Las Vegas unlucky to take a share of the points, and the Galaxy squeak one out.
Next time out, the Galaxy are on the road at Orange County Soccer Club. That'll be on September 2nd at 7 p.m. The MLS Club will be on the road at Providence Park on September 2nd. We'll have that for you on Spectrum Sportsnet at 7:30. Christian on the LAGalaxy.com side having the audio broadcast as well. For this one, though, this win today for Galaxy 2 puts them 15 points now. They are a serious contender for the playoffs coming out of this group.
Yes, indeed. Level on points with Orange County SC and level on games with 8 points, and that's a devastating loss here for Las Vegas. They're not out of the running, but they didn't do themselves any favors. Now 4 points adrift of San Diego in that 5th and final position in Group B. They've got to win some games coming up. Fortunately for them, what is in their favor and gives them a chance, they still have 2 games against this Los Dos team coming up.
So they'll have to get things done. On this day, too, the Galaxy 2 making the adjustments at the break. A big second half, defeating Las Vegas Lights FC by a count of 4-3. For Christian Miles, Joe Tutino saying so long from Dignity Health Sports Park. Hope you have a great rest of your weekend.
This copyrighted telecast of the United Soccer League Championship cannot be retransmitted, rebroadcast, or reproduced without the expressed written consent of the United Soccer League Championship.